Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Not Hate Speech Show, What's Trending edition. I'm your host, Dylan, and welcome to 2023. This is our first video coming into the new year. And in today's video for What's Trending, we are going to be discussing Bryan Kohberger, the alleged killer of four people in Idaho that I believe took place November 13th last year. It's a huge topic that's being discussed in the news right now. And we actually have an exclusive from the Daily Mail. "You come in here and I'll cut you," accused Idaho murderer Bryan Kohberger taunts guards, exposes himself, and sings violent rap lyrics as he sits in jail awaiting extradition over deaths of Idaho students, female inmate reveals. So to go into that further, inmate Valerie Cipollina, 50, tells DailyMail.com that Kohberger tried to expose himself to her while she was in a cell close to him at the Monroe County Jail, which is, I believe, in Pennsylvania. And then he allegedly said, "You come in here and I'll cut you," and then yelled at one guard, "I'm going to pee on your face. Do you want me with, I don't..." Okay, clearly a very pleasant individual. I'm not going to finish that sentence, but yeah. So he's been charged with 4 counts of first-degree murder and is due back in court in Pennsylvania on Tuesday before extradition. And tomorrow's Tuesday, so we'll see what happens with that. But in this article, there's actually a video of the inmate that was subjected to this from Kohberger. So, let's actually go below and actually watch the video, and we'll touch on this in a minute, but definitely has one of those faces that is befitting of the crime, in my opinion. I mean, very cold, dead eyes. But anyway, so Valerie Cipollina, this is her. And I guess it was recorded on a cell phone, and because it's in portrait mode, because we all love that for video cameras. But anyway, so here's a video. So, let's watch it.
And when we came in, it was like a total lockdown. Like nobody could be out or in, while he was in the cell. Like if he came out, we were in lockdown. He's singing songs that are violent.
Like what? What songs?
Okay, so, like, I'm gonna cut you up. There's one called Bad Bunny. Bad Bunny, I'm gonna cut you up, motherfucker. I'm gonna pee on you. I'll pee on your face. So that's usually by Bad Bunny or Snoop Dogg. My cell was on the right. If I went out and looked to the right, he was right on the right side. So I saw him clearly.
And he was sitting in a cell?
And he wasn't sitting; he was standing by the door, but you could still see him.
Oh, the plastic glass.
Yeah, yes.
So how far away were you from him?
If I was here, literally, maybe where this line is right here. He said, "Do what you want with me. I don't give a motherfucker. You ain't gonna do nothing to me because I'm gonna cut all you up." Those were the words, and he just kept repeating songs that were very violent, and then pulling his shirt up and his pants down.
Exposing himself or just his underwear?
No, exposing everything, his top and bottom.
His genitalia?
Yes.
Well then, okay, so clearly the man is mentally not all there. Something's clearly wrong. I don't know why you'd want to expose yourself in a prison and start taunting guards and just, I mean, it sounds just so insane. And the fact that he's like saying to the guards, like, "You're all too scared, blah, blah, blah." I'm like, you just killed 4 people allegedly. So, I mean, not necessarily out of the realm of like reason to feel that way or whatnot. He seems to be very mentally disturbed, unhinged from what I can see. And it's really sad the level like people will stoop down to just because they're mentally unwell or whatever. But I mean, I will say that mental health in this country, in the United States, has just been a huge change from what it was like a couple years ago, and then come present day, and then you have stuff like this. And we still don't even know why he did this. We still don't have any clues to the motive as to why he killed these 4 people. And these 4 people, I'm going to show them below. These 4 here. Koberg is currently in jail waiting extradition to Ohio, where he's been charged with murders of students Callie Gonclaves, 21, Maddie Mogan, 21, Zaina Kernodle, 20, and Ethan Chapin, 20. All four were stabbed in their beds in the early morning of November 13th, which is really sad. I guess he allegedly had stalked them for about a month before this actually took place. And then the police were investigating him for about a month before he's now behind bars currently, before he's awaiting extradition. But it's really interesting to see how long it's been taking to like get the ball rolling on this. If I were the parents of these kids, I would be livid and upset that things are not being taken care of fast enough. I mean, the man appears to be deranged, in my opinion. And it's really sad that someone would go to the level of like killing you in your bed in the early hours of the morning with basically no motive. But I guess currently they are trying to paint out a psychological profile. And like just going back to the pictures up here, I mean, I don't know if there was bullying going on maybe in his childhood or something. I mean, like someone that behaves like that definitely has been through a rough upbringing. Um, and I will say from like the times that I go on public transit, I mean, it's not too uncommon to hear people scream profane lyrics on the train, which really begs the question is like, where are people's mental health these days? It's really unfortunate to see people act in such an uncouth manner. And it's just like, what are you doing? It makes me wish that there was more widely available mental health facilities to help with whatever could have possibly encouraged this event to take place. It's just really, really sad. And just reading some of the things that he said, and I quote, "You come in here and I'll cut you," Koberger allegedly yelled at one guard. "I'm going to pee on your face. Do you want me with I don't give a yeah." So my question is, are you trying to be R. Kelly? Like what are you doing? I feel bad for Valerie, the person that like was in the cell next to him, because it sounds such like an unpleasant experience. But then again, I can't really imagine being in jail is a pleasant experience anyway. She said being in jail for nearly 6 hours over years was a miserable experience, but it was made far worse by Koberger's constant ranting. "I could see him through the polycarbonate glass window of his jail cell. He was standing right up against it, yelling out violent rap lyrics." Just for the record, I'm actually kind of surprised someone who's like 50 years old from like a completely different generation is able to actually quote these lyrics and know which musical artist they came from. That's actually a little bit impressive, at least in my opinion. But this part just gets me. At one point, he yelled out, "F my enemies and foes," a line from Lil Wayne's multiple flows, also sang violent and misogynistic lyrics from Bad Bunny songs, she said. Oh boy. That's just sad. But I mean, obviously he's doing it to trigger people and make people mad because he wants to get a rise out of people. Maybe one of the reasons why he did what he did. Attention, clout, whatever. Doing something awful. But I don't know. Like I said, it definitely comes down to a mental health issue, I believe, for this. But reading the entire article is something that I will leave you, the viewer, to go investigate, because I can't cover every single nuance in this single video. But on that bombshell, again, I just want to wish everyone a happy new year. Hopefully 2023 turns out well for everyone. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Pressing that like button helps YouTube tell you, the viewer, that our content is good and keep showing it to. And then clicking that subscribe button also helps. And again, my name is Dylan. I've been your host with What's Trending. All right. Catch you guys in the next one.